Hey everyone, John here, staff software engineer with 10 plus years of experience, and we are working on social sign-in with Google. This is part 3. So where we left off, I'll just give you a demo. So we're on this page on localhost. I click this sign in with Google button, boom. This action is not supported. This is where we left off. And I'm not 100% sure why this is happening. But reviewing the official documentation and talking with ChatGPT, I think it's related to the absence of a CSRF token. So I'll spend maybe 5 minutes trying to prove that hypothesis, but I don't think the real solution is to issue a CSRF token and handle it manually in the client. I think that can work, and so we'll try it just to prove the hypothesis. But it's going to be annoying anytime I need to deal with the next auth session to manually manipulate that token. So Blitz.js has an adapter. And so I think probably the smarter thing to do is to try this adapter. If the adapter fails, like we can do it the manual way, but I think this is going to be the better way to do it. And there's a worthwhile note, which is that this adapter with the module.exports is presuming the pages directory, not the app router. So Blitz hasn't fully migrated to the app router, basically. So here in this file, oh, this is an older one. This is an older one with Blitz. Here's the error page, app, error.tsx. Well, I don't know where it's gone. For now. There's a comment where it says that this goes here for now. This goes in the pages directory for now. Let's just look in the pages directory. This one. This is the Blitz RPC server. This stays in the pages folder for the time being. Okay. So if we look on the GitHub, the related note is they cut a release in the past 2 days, 2.1.1, which iterates. So this is just a patch, but 2.0 iterates on app router support. So here is the with Blitz auth in the app router. So we can also try, and I guess that won't impact this file. Interesting. Okay. So we can also try potentially upgrading the Blitz version, but I don't think that that's going to be useful, but it's an option. SpongeBob, thanks for the likes. Thanks for being here. Okay, so what I would like to try first is, 5 or 10 minutes on this proving the CSRF thing. So the way to prove this hypothesis is to try it manually. ChatGPT gave guidance using get server-side props. That doesn't exist in the app router. So here's the sign-in button with Google, which will allow us to call get CSRF token from the sign-in button Google is the idea. Currently, the Google sign-in call is coming from the parent. I think that's fine. I can move it. It'll be nice to keep this self-contained. So Command P, sign in button Google. Okay. I'm pasting this all here. I'm going to get rid of these input arguments. And I'm going to grab the logic out of here. And cut that and then delete the rest of it. I'm not sure that I need to use client over here. Oh, I have a parenthesis mismatched. Cool. I did something wrong here. There's the type. This is going to open up a brace. That's the issue. This is going to open up a brace. We'll do the things and then we'll return the button. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So I'll try this client side and then I'll also try it not client side. I'll try it without the use client. Thanks for the likes. So the argument string or whatever is not assignable. That doesn't fix it. Set state action null. Okay, let's diamond the type. I'll just make sure I'm getting this far. The classic, hey. Yo, I'm learning React. Can you explain to me what is the use effect? What does it do and when to use it? So use effect lets you generate an effect. So in the React mental model, all of these components are functions that return markup. So we're supposed to return like divs and SVG and path. This is all markup button. This is all like HTML markup or pseudo HTML markup. That is the return, the thing that's returned by these React functions. If you're doing other stuff other than returning, other than calculating and returning, those are all side effects. So calling the database is a side effect. Like calling the server is a side effect. It's something that's happening outside of that markup generation. That doesn't mean that you should always use an effect to call the database, but that's one use case. Other use cases, if you want to update like a state or a theme, there are other ways to do basically all this stuff. And in fact, there are often better ways. So use effect, you should really try not to use it. Which is another reason that I should probably be using the Blitz adapter. Because the session state is a global, basically. So yeah, if you have something local to a component, if you have a API call that's local to a component, and if you don't have a better way to process it with like a reducer middleware or a query pattern, you can use a use effect. Maybe animations too. I'd have to think about that. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. Okay. All right. So the linter is happy with this file. So let's give it a try. CSRF token not available. Okay. What happened in terms of the console.log? So we didn't even get a token here. We didn't even get a token here. This is just going to be straight up empty. Yeah, I can look on the network tab and see that better. So here on the network tab, it doesn't even seem to be making an API call. Okay, it's not making an API call. Is this function just doing a no-op? It's your async. What do you mean? Fetch is an async call, right? It returns a promise. What would async have to do with that? I think we're not making this call at all. Oh, what's this expression expected? Yeah, I don't think it's even getting this far. It calls that function like a bunch of times. Let me stop logging. This API result is kind of noisy, isn't it? Thanks for the follow. Okay, I got something here. Unexpected token E, error the. How is it not even getting to here? I can understand if this one's erroring. What is this code? It looks like a post request in JavaScript. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So we're having trouble fetching data in JavaScript. Oh, I got the same log coming from two places. That's no good. I think that might have confused me. Let's try this again. Okay, could not fetch CSRF token. And then later it's just saying that we don't even have one. That makes more sense. There's some context in CSRT thing. It's probably getting an error. Yeah, we have the error right here. It's just not really readable. This can happen for multiple reasons. So I think we're pretty much at the time box for trying to debug the manual CSRF. I'll try this one time without the client. And so we'll see, like, what if I did this on the server? And I can just, without using an effect, I can just immediately call it, would be the idea if this works. I'm not sure. Do I still need an effect then? Can I have an async server component? Let's see. Looks like probably not. Probably not. I could wrap it in suspense. Cannot be used as a JSX component. Okay. Okay. So the component has to immediately return. And then, yeah, we need to use an effect, basically. That's okay. So this probably won't work because it's kind of doing the same thing. But now we will see on the server side. Do you have any experience using Electron? Yeah, I do, but I don't want to get off topic. It looks threaded thing, but wants an instant variable. Wrap it in a fragment? No, the fragment won't help. Fragment won't help. Okay, so let's refresh the page here. Still getting that I couldn't fetch it. Yeah. Okay. So to my eyes, working with a CSRF token manually is a bad idea. That's what I'm getting out of this. I'll revert this one. We can revert the sign-on button, basically. Sign-in button. This form, we want to keep, I actually kind of liked keeping it in the in this context. So let me Command Z. Keep this. And so the bigger thing we need to do now is move this into the pages directory. Move this into the pages directory. Go to GitHub as logged in and search in quotes the code about your to get the token based. Thoughts on Razor with C# and MVC architecture? My first thought is that there's a ton of MVC architectures, so like that's not a reason to use Razor. But I don't have a lot of experience with C#, so I couldn't tell you. Other than, I mean, we can look at the data that it's just like not common, right? So you can go to Indeed.com. You can look at C# Razor. Did not match any jobs. OR, sorry. Did not match any jobs. What about just straight up like Razor? 11 jobs, okay? And this is like a barber, this is like a barber razor. This is from Razor Technologies. So yeah, I don't really know that this skill is in demand at all, but like Django would be an MVC that like lots of people use, right? And then is Next.js, is it MVC? With TypeScript, we have a TypeScript model. It's not a complete MVC in and of itself, but if you pair it with Prisma, you can get to MVC. I see a ton of job postings for C# though. Yeah. I mean, like you can do a lot better. So 8,000 versus JavaScript is going to be a lot more. So here's 9,000. I actually thought it'd be higher than that. What about TypeScript or JavaScript? Maybe this is the reason that I was thinking it would be bigger. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm expecting. So learning full stack development with TypeScript and Next.js is going to get you more jobs. Python's going to be more popular. But yeah, C# is up there. I mean, it's top 5 or 10. What about Java? Where's Java at? Okay, yeah. So I don't know. It's gonna. What about PHP? It's gonna be top 5 or 10. I guess it'll be after 5. Okay, PHP is lower. Check that out. Whatever. Ruby, or yeah, Ruby's tricky because it's gonna blur with like jewelry and stuff. I just wish this stuff wasn't so boring to learn. I mean, you got a point. I'm also not helping, right? Because like I'm sleepy. So I'm sleepy, so I'm making it boring with my monotone voice. Hey guys, y'all should code. Is that better? Are you convinced now? Okay, we want to move it to the pages directory. Let me go to Claude. So Claude, what's up, dude? I'm having trouble integrating Next Auth with my Blitz.js application. It seems I am getting a 400 error when I try to call sign in with Google, right? Whatever. When I try to sign in with Google, I know my secret and like Google secret are accessible by the server. Let's try to debug this briefly, or we can pivot to using the Blitz.js Next Auth adapter, which may help even more. TGIF. Yeah, thanks for sending that sticker. That sure is the truth. TGIF. Thanks for the likes. Oh, debug is true. That's a good one. Good tip, Claude. So maybe that will tell me more about why. Oh yeah, and like I have like multiple months old pull requests on Blitz.js. I didn't even think about the fact that when we think about the pull requests that are just hanging around and adding to the GitHub compare issue score, like 2 of them are mine. Okay. Move this over to the left. Localhost over to the right. Let's refresh the page. And did this debug get me anything? Debug enabled. Didn't get me anything, did it? Did not get me anything. This is the whole button over here. Okay. When I try to get the CSRF from the client, or on the client, I get a 400. Is this worth, oh, also the next auth debug statement did not provide any new logs. Should we go for the Blitz adapter now? Hey man, don't use Claude, it will nerf you long term. Where's your data? Where's your research? Do you, like, how old are you? Like, are you even old enough to compare that to Stack Overflow and Google? Like, hey man, don't Google. Are you like the middle school math teacher that's like, don't use a calculator? You're not going to be able to do multiplication if you use a calculator. I'm 27, OG. Yeah, so why do we use Stack Overflow but we can't use Claude? Make it make sense. I'm putting you on game. Peace. Okay. Is that what 27-year-olds say now? I'm putting you on game. All right, so yeah, it's time to switch over to the next adapter now. So this is, I think, is this the right way to use the next adapter? This looks unexpected to me. So let's shift to the next, or sorry, what is that thing called? It's not called Blitz Adapter. Yeah, no, it's confused. Let's shift to using this. I wish I could turn, how do I turn that audio off? I'm not smart enough to do that. That stinks. Why is bro so hostile? They're probably 14. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh. So I have module exports with Blitz. Let's go find this. Command Shift F, Command V. Not seeing it. I'll take the with Blitz by itself. Here's the next config. Yeah. So here, and then it's just reused over here, right? But this is the one that I actually need to update. So this is the with Blitz statement. And I just want to add a couple parameters. Your existing config. So like this. That's interesting. Was I missing that all along? I don't know. We're going to keep going down this with Blitz road. Okay, the session provider, next auth React. No, dude. Let's double check this. Next auth. Yeah, I should not use next auth React. Can Claude even browse? Summarize this page. Got it. Yeah, it wasn't even browsing. You tricky little devil. Gotcha. Summarize this page and let's pivot. Are you even reading the full thing? What would you like to focus on next? Am I going to have to do this the old way where I actually read the documentation? Yikes. So the CSRF token is not being fetched from the client. The next auth CSRF token is not being, so I would like to pivot and use the Blitz.js adapter. Thanks for the likes. Oh man. It's being dumb as well, isn't it? Yeah, this is not how to use the Blitz adapter. Okay. This is one of the problems with using a lesser known framework is that the language models aren't sufficiently trained. Bummer. Okay, so let's try to do it manually. Next config. Let's grab all this stuff. Command Z, triple enter, Command V. So here I'm just inserting an inner middleware. And then otherwise I don't need any of this boilerplate. Command Shift P, let's sort my imports. Okay. So core init, we're having a package resolver issue. Let's restart the server. Okay, I may need to install this package separately. So I have Blitz off, but I never installed Blitz auth next. Okay. Do you know if you can use Copilot instead of ChatGPT for general stuff? Sure you can. Why not? I mean, if it works. I notice like some lag sometimes, and also the result quality has been lower in the past, although that changes over time. So just roll your own auth. Oh my gosh. Famous last words. So we're going to add the adapter. Why is the adapter not showing up for me? Oh, was it just a lag on the linter? Okay. So this actually works fine. I just was like too hasty or something. We're using Firebase. No, we're using Supabase, Postgres, a real database, not a toy. Get wrecked. So cool. So this is what I want. Okay. Now we want to add the next auth API route. It's telling us to use the pages directory here. I'm going to try to not do that. We'll see how much trouble I get into, and then I'll bring it over if I need to. Cool. Close others. I will actually keep a copy of this, at least temporarily. This will be route.bak. Real ones know. The real ones know about BAK. So what I want to do here is grab the providers. Firebase has Postgres capacity too, just so you're aware. You can scale both, LOL, depends on your skills. No, it's also like, it comes with a lot more effort. Comes with a lot more effort. There's a lot of stuff Postgres can do that Firebase can't do. Like, okay, I don't want to get off topic. Postgres plugins go crazy, and they can solve like every system design question, and Firebase can't. So here, I'll just do the Google provider for now. And then what did I do with my Google provider? That's it, right? Okay. So we pull it out. Cool, sounds good. We want to export this thing. I think I'm gonna have to use the pages directory. Export default API. All right, that's okay. We have a backup, so I can just trash my other one. That's fine. So we'll just grab all of this. What's up? I don't know what the ... is supposed to be here. Console.log. Sure, that works. Okay, feels like too good to be true, doesn't it? But let's see. Do you use Postgres on Google Cloud? No, Supabase. Supabase. You can use Postgres on Google Cloud, but I'm using Supabase. Resolution issue with core init. It's not a plugin. Actually, Firebase fully supports Postgres. Yeah, I don't think you understood what I meant. I'm talking about Postgres plugins, not Firebase plugins. Totally different thing. Postgres plugins. What is going on here? Package subpath. This is really not useful. Okay, let me go over to the pages. Maybe this is just like an opaque way of saying that this code is not going to work outside of the pages router. We'll go with that. So what's the route? Source pages API auth next auth. All right, so here I'll rename this. To use the bracket notation. And then we'll pull this out of the app router into the pages router. Should not be under the RPC directory. Pages API auth. Pages API, now I'll make an auth folder. Auth. Cool. So we changed the directory around, that's fine. So my linter is lagging again. Let's see, the RPC needs it. So where do you get it from? Over here. Yeah, like my linter is lagging. I don't really know what's going on. Cannot find it. Let me close. So my VS Code is like, let me clear cache. Which one? JSON, Python, debugger. All right, let me just close VS Code and open it again. Look up Cloud SQL for Postgres. It's through Firebase, bro. Why am I okay? Why am I looking this up? Is there something wrong with Supabase? It works fine, right? So the issue that we're having, maybe this is what's not clear. The issue that we're having has nothing to do with the database, just to be clear about that. This is a middleware issue. You keep saying it's a plugin. No, dude, like you're not hearing me. Okay, no. Postgres plugins. I said Postgres plugins can help you solve almost any system design question, is what I said. So here you go. This is what I'm talking about right here. Foreign data wrappers. Okay. So let's see. What would be one? One would be like design Uber. So you want to design Uber, and then you need coordinates in Postgres. So what is that thing called? Coordinate database. You have latitude and longitude. It makes like bisects the globe. Geospatial, thank you. Yeah, that's right. So Postgres geospatial extension, okay? PostGIS. All right, this is what I'm talking about. All right, now Firebase, PostGIS. Firebase itself does not directly support PostGIS, okay? All right, now that you wasted so much of my time, I don't know, like either like the video or go away. like Firebase cannot do everything Postgres can do. I don't know who keeps saying that. Is there some famous person at Google that's like spreading this? Okay. So what was I doing? Okay, the linter is a little bit happier, I guess. That's good. Oh yeah, I just wanted to restart VS Code to break the cache because like the cache reference was messed up or something. Schifer, what up, gang? Welcome, welcome. Everybody give Schifer a follow. That's Robe. I guess you don't go by Robe anymore, do you? Okay. Does this work? There's no way this works now, right? Let's see. He says, I don't know anymore. I'm having an identity crisis, bro. Sorry, bro. So this core init thing, I don't know where this problem is coming from. What a bummer. Oh, maybe it's this. So if I cancel this, I'm going to cancel this and it's going to work, isn't it? Yo. Okay, that means that this with next auth adapter thing doesn't work. All right. All right, well, let's at least report it on Blitz.js. Nah, you're just lazy and I don't want to work for you. Oof, ouch. What's going on in the chat over there? When I wrap my next config, did I do the parens backwards? With Markdown, I mix up the parens and the brace. Oh, I got it. Let's go. When I wrap my Next.js config with auth adapter as instructed, I see the following error on server startup. How do I check my laptop serving path? Bro, it's going to depend on your laptop setup. I'm not here to debug your laptop, homie. Your laptop serving path. If you're doing something like a Node.js, you should be able to look on your package.json scripts, if that's helpful. So this is the error that I get. Paste all your error logs here. This is like, wait, this is like a lot. So where is it going to paste all the relevant code snippets? Where is it going to any other applicable logs and screenshots? The other thing that is important is my version of next auth, right? I'll just pull out next auth specifically. Next auth. All right. And what's the title? Can't integrate social sign-in. Prefer coding on Mac or Windows? I prefer Mac. I prefer Mac. Okay, so it seems like this Blitz adapter way did not work. So I'll need to go back and try to do like the manual CSRF. And so I'll do that at a different time. So that's going to be it for the current stream. Thanks so much for being here.